Hello there everyone, this is Jeff Perkins with JD Cutlery putting together another quick video on one of the very hard to get Tashi Bharucha Kryptons. This is a knife that was, of course, designed and produced by Tashi Bharucha and actually manufactured by Riot. But this, unlike the Starboy and the T series of the Riot knives, was actually put on sale only through Tashi Bharucha's distributor. So a lot of the Riot dealers, myself included, were not able to get in on this when they first came out. I just got lucky enough to make a deal and snatch one of these up. And I figured I'd do some work on it and then give you guys the lowdown on the Krypton. Definitely a very neat knife. I'm going to run through the specs real quick. The blade length is 3 inches, so it is a smaller knife. Cutting edge is 2.8 inches. Closed length is 4.125 inch. And the overall length is 7.125 inches. Blade steel is the CPM 154. The blade thickness is 0.157. Blade style is a harpoon drop point, and it does have a flat grind with a very nice hand rubbed finish on the blade. The handle is titanium, and then it has a beautiful Timascus inlay. This one here, I have done some special extra work to make a couple of the other parts match that inlay and pop beautifully. I'm very happy with the way this one turned out. Pocket clip, as you'll see, is titanium as well. Overall weight on this one is 3.67 inches. And this does feature the kickstop mechanism of flipping. So I'll go ahead and kind of show you how that works. It allows the flipper to hide when the knife is open, and then the flipper tab is up at the top when the knife is closed, allowing you to give it that nice little flip. So that's the basic specs on it. I really wish I would have been able to get a few more of these, but I will say this is one of the harder knives I've worked on. This knife was 3 different colors before we finally got to this configuration that I was happy with. So kept having a number of different issues with it turning out exactly how I wanted, but I finally did land on a very nice end product, and I am incredibly happy with that. So let's go ahead and take a quick look. Like I said, that is a nice hand rub blade. Of course, your Tashi Bharucha design logo, and then the quick stop logo. You will notice that it does not say Riot anywhere on the knife. So that's one of the big differences between the other Riot knives that they have produced together. So you do have the nice Timascus insert. And then this is a titanium flat pivot portion that I went ahead and did a storm treatment to match that as close as I could. And then of course we went with that same storm treatment, matching the inlay colors on the other side. I did want to go with something to make the screws pop a little bit on the blue, but the one that you don't see, I didn't want to call any more attention away from the pocket clip. I did go ahead and go with the gold on that one. But this knife is a beauty. It is a small knife as far as blade length at that 2.8 inches, but it flips with authority. It takes a little getting used to. I've had a couple people that aren't super experienced with flipping that had a hard time making this work. This is that kick stop. So as you pull the blade in, kick stop comes here, and it's a straight back motion, pulling it back like that. If you go straight down, it is not going anywhere. You will rip your finger up. That is a nicely jimped, very tough on the finger if you do it incorrectly. So you have to make sure that you're coming this way back. So that flips open, and then the kickstop disappears inside. So that is pretty cool. So when it's up here, you can see how it kind of flips in here. There are two little pins that are in a track that go to the back of the blade on this. And that's kind of what holds it in place and allows the motion to come out. But as you can hear, that thing just pops open with authority. That is a really nice click for a knife with a blade this size. Definitely shorter blade. I like that they put the ground fuller in there. That harpoon looks really sharp. The camera seems to be kind of magnifying the hand rub, but it is a nice satiny hand rub finish. Not too sharp. Doesn't look like it's machined or anything like that. I went with a nice gold. I'm fingerprinting the heck out of this thing because you are going to see how it is in reality. I always want to try and show people what they're getting before the knife comes home. But that gold background turned out fantastic. The only thing is it seems just a tiny bit light right here on this edge. But that's it. This thing turned out very uniform, very nice, a truly beautiful piece. So this one is available on the website currently. I will not have any more of these coming in at this point. I would have loved to have gotten some of the carbon fiber, but honestly, after taking this one apart, I'm kind of glad I didn't get the carbon fiber because, man, the fitment on this inlay is so super tight. And I had so much problem with a couple of the other Tashi designed inlays that Riot did. The T4000 was a nightmare. Actually, the T series had all kinds of inlays in them, and I did a few of them, but they were so hard to get the inlays in and out that I did not do many. This one would fall into that category because it was the Timascus. It did come in and out nicely, no damage or anything, but it definitely is a super tight fit. So that is the basics on this one. Like I said, very happy with the way it turned out. If you're into a smaller knife, this definitely is in that category. It's got a decent sized handle, but of course a smaller blade. Here is a Wingman EDC GTC collaboration to give you an idea in size. What else do I have available? Here's one of the little cuff threes, very similar in size, probably just a hair bigger than the cuff 3, and again that's another 3-inch blade. That turned out pretty sharp. But again, this one is available on the website, www.jdcutlery.com. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you on the next one.